All right, everybody, we're doing this. We're giving this a try. Handsome Kevin Bieksa is just on his way out, which is lovely. Land acknowledgement, which is very important and also lovely. Ryan with you here. Just setting some things up here. Don't mind me. Who would have thought that taking information from the NHL.com and using it as your own would require some minimal work, but here we are. Thank you for joining me. We're just getting started here. We'll have some fun tonight. We are trying our best. I'm curious if this will work. Okay, I see what it's doing. Okay, we can do this. And okay, we need to do that here. We are making this work, everybody. We'll be refreshing some browsers as we get going, and we'll have some fun. Kevin Bieksa, a leader, a mentor, all of the above accurate. That muffin goal from Bieksa we all know and love. Nobody knew what the hell happened for a while. I'm always of the camp that I would have been terrified if that goal, went out of play. I mean, it wasn't reviewable, but can you imagine if they shot all that confetti off and like, okay, we need to scrape the ice off so that we can keep playing overtime? Yeah, that would be very good. I was also having some, not deja vu, but just remembering back to kind of how disheartened. Oh, he's coming out in his jersey. Look at that. And for all you historians out there, you jersey nerds, he is coming out with one he wore and not an Adidas. So, hey, A for I don't know, authenticity? Yeah, let's go with that. So Juice is coming out. This is a very confusing presentation. Like, I know he's retiring as a Canuck, which is cool, but I was kind of curious, like, why aren't they putting him in the Ring of Honor? Does the Ring of Honor still exist? Because, yeah, very strange, but here they are. They're in. That's great. Good for them. Just getting some texts now. People are complaining about how awful Sportsnet now is, and I can't help but agree with them. They have various time windows for when they are broadcasting a game, and apparently they just cut away from overtime in Tampa Bay versus Carolina, a game you would actually want to see. All right, they're giving them the stanchion. That's not a bad idea, honestly. All right, what are we doing here? Where's my YouTube? That's close. Oh man, my internet, this baby is cooking. All right, I'm here, SoCal Canuck 85. Welcome to the chat. What just happened? There we go. We're back. Whoa. Gotta take a look at that. There we go. I don't really remember the nickname Casual Cav. I've seen that thrown around, but I guess yeah. It's funny. I was thinking about those years where the Canucks weren't that good. They had the stale core, and they were just trying to replicate that magic of that year, and it was just like, we'd seen Kevin Bieksa and Kessler and the Sedins and that shtick for so long, and oh, we'll shoot that puck, pal. We'll shoot that puck. But it was wild to think back about all the things that kind of went through, like, um, the goalie contracts, Bieksa getting paid after 2011. Everybody, the idea of the hometown discounts going away, and like the Sedins getting their payday, and Kessler, like, we all kind of, yeah, he did definitely mail it in that last year. They did make the playoffs though, but yeah, you ain't wrong about that. We could try. They could. I'd love if the Canucks scored a goal tonight. That'd be ideal. That's the big. That's the goal. The end goal. I got a bowl of food here that I'm gonna partake in during the national anthems. That's how I'm going to respect the national anthems of the two countries in North America. So I'm gonna lift my mic up and shovel this in because that's how we respect the anthems. SoCal Canuck, I would kill for a commitment win. I would kill for a 60-minute. You know, they had it against Pittsburgh, but it seemed like Pittsburgh had their own issues there, and it wasn't about the Canucks being good. It's about Pittsburgh, forgetting how to play hockey. But you just want them to do their damn best. Yeah, Sammy Sala leaving was. I mean, he was getting old and it was time, but man, was it hard to see him go. I love. I love John Garrett explaining the nickname, the Juice nickname. That cracked me up a bit. John Gibson coming in 423 goals against average. Not what you'd expect, but also what you'd expect from this team because there's nothing helping them out. If you watched John Klingberg the other night, oh, here we go. I have been busy before this game. I did not know Spenny Martin was getting the start. Goalie controversy is here. The goalie controversy is real. And we're gonna see how this goes. Man, my computer is humming. Let's see if I can put this to break. That slowed down. Okay, there we go. All right, everybody. Now I'm going to update my screens. Bear with me. Oh man, but you remember like those Sammy Salo clap bombs where it was you never got him because he was always hurt, and the one time he was actually consistently healthy was for the Stanley Cup playoffs, and it wound up benefiting them in the long run just because they had all that cap what's the word I'm looking for, cap relief just from him and not playing, just being hurt. So he was hurt so long in the year that they didn't have any cap issues going to the playoffs. Like hell yeah, sign me up. All right, can we do this? We're almost there, gang. And oh man, again, I'm streaming this off my laptop. This is ramshackle, but it's gonna look good. All right, let's do this. There we go. We're playing hockey. Sheldon Dry's taking the opening faceoff, giving the old John Tortorella. What if they jump the Twins? Then what? I'm not going to let that happen. Troy Terry and... Where'd it go? Where did this thing go? Uh-oh. God damn, this is annoying. Not last play. Oh, that's probably why. All right. I can't wait to be completely attentive with you kids tonight. All right. We can do this. Well, here we go. Dakota Joshua. I had a sauce it or toss it earlier in the year where it's like, is he ever going to have a fight as a Vancouver Canuck? And he clearly is. This is, is he going to prove that he's more than just a big boy? Oh, man. Holy. These boys are throwing him. All right, everybody, I'm back now. This thing's working. Let's have some fun here. A little bit of a mess, not the best way to start, but hey, can't win them all. So Joshua gets the fight early. This is the fighting Canucks. They're doing everything they can by not scoring, besides scoring goals, to get each other fired up, and it just means they're going to be fighting lots. That's the way it's going to go. Horvat's coming out for his patented defensive zone face-off. This is what has hampered his offensive point production all those years, and it was supposed to be the case with Lazar and Amon, and now Radwicki. I forget his name. But there he is once again, taking those defensive zone draws. Again, the chemistry between Miller and Horvat was prominent through the whole game. On Tuesday, you had a great opportunity there. Good pass into the slot. Quinn Hughes is going to think about it. Horvat with a one-timer from the point, not the best of. Oh, that's a hell of a delay of game there. Dallas Eakins looking at the ground, wondering if removing fruit from the press room could, or removing donuts from the press room for fruit could have resolved this, and it clearly didn't. That puck was a grenade. Absolutely no. Just Vertano was just terrified there. It looked like Demi versus Spenny. I'm all for it. I've been rewatching that show. Sign me up. I want it. I tell you one thing I would love, and that is a damn roster sheet on NHL.com, like back in the old days, but they don't want to give it to you. Let's see what we got here. Canucks are going on the power play. Horvat, nice face-off win back to Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes very quickly sets up a scoring chance from Miller to Pettersson, which was great. And they do it again. PD all the time in the world to lean into that. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of old Tommy Trumpet either. That is a New York Mets thing. Yeah, Edwin Diaz Sugar, former Seattle Mariners closer. Anaheim Ducks clear it. Spenny not getting control of it, but he leaves it off to Oliver Ekman-Larsson. The new concern this week in Canucks land based on his quality of play in the last couple of games. Oh, awful giveaway. I think that was Connor Garland. Troy just gave it right up to Troy Terry, but then Troy Terry returns the favor, so not the biggest concern. And John Gibson's going to freeze it. And there's 14:04 to go in the first period, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to sync it up to your whatever you're watching this on, whatever streaming device. I hope it's not Sportsnet now because that seems to not be very good. But I'll do this a couple times throughout the stream to give you an opportunity to sync it up, just because it makes it a little less chaotic to follow. 14 minutes on the clock. 13:58. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 13:50. 13:50 to go in the first period. Canucks 5 shots on goal. They did have a nice little impressive power play there, but nothing to make of it. Again, all we want is goals from this team. Yeah, SN Sportsnet now has been just abysmal. I can't it's amazing that they've made a system so flawed and so broken, and we've joked about on the podcast that like Rogers had when they took over the NHL rights in Canada. It's like, hey, if you've ever given Rogers money, here's a free year of NHL Game Center. So we all had it. We had multiple logins. It worked great. It was a perfectly fine, non-issue streaming platform, and it is what it is. Michael liking the chat. Michael liking the stats. He was the voice of frustration with Sportsnet now. He is who I am citing. Nice little play here by Mikheyev. Right in front of the net. Not a bad little move there. Kuzmenko had a stick tied up. Luke the Dad Shen. Nice little play. Nice little shot by Quinn Hughes there. Intentionally wide to get a rebound off a stick or a leg. You like to see that. Failed zone exit attempt by your Vancouver Canucks. Everybody take a drink. That is the Pucks on Net alternate commentary drinking game. Every time the Canucks fail to exit the zone with the puck or get the puck out of their defensive zone, you're taking a drink. Everybody stay safe tonight, all right? 50-50 volunteers. They're out there. They're the hard workers. They're getting it done. Trevor Zegras kicked out. When I would work in sports broadcasting, I would do graphics, and I would always say if we had a really abysmal stat for one team, it'd be a shame stat, and we'd have a bunch of I'd have a list of like shame fonts, and so the Canucks home record there, I think it was 1-3-1. That's a hell of a good shame font to have. Nice little setup here. Horvat, Garland. There's the first Garland spinorama attempt of the night. Makes nothing of it. Unfortunate to see. And there's Ethan Bear. Oh, wait a minute. 2 right-handed defensemen on the same play. I don't know. We used to have. I don't know. We had like 7. We had none, and now we have 7. SoCal Canuck 85. Surprised Arash is not here. Yeah, we're looking to do things together with streams in the future, but this is the first like official startup of this. It's a bit of an undertaking, not necessarily. Ooh, that was scary. Not necessarily the final setup I'm hoping for, but I am hoping that, and he will be here, and we'll have some fun together. But right now, you're just stuck with me. I'll do my best to entertain, but I will not be waxing poetic about video games or Italian cuisine like Mr. Mamarzadeh will. All right, we're going to commercial break. We got Shorty. He's in a Volkswagen, a VW. Oh, what was that kind of car? But one sat atop the Trans Am. Glad you like it, Sanjeet. I really appreciate that. There was this thing, it was called the Trans Am tree or something, and it was this tree stump. It was an art fixture in Vancouver, like public art, and it was a big tree stump, and then on top of it, to make a tree, was a bunch of cars, and I think the one on top was a Trans Am, so that hit close to home because my old man is a Trans Am. But I met somebody off a dating app a couple years ago that owned one of the cars. It was this like white this pink VW convertible thing. I can't remember what they were called, maybe Jettas or something. But it was one of the cars on there, and she donated it. So anytime I take the SkyTrain home, I would think of that person that I don't see anymore. Thought about possibly moving it over to Twitch. I've thought about both. At this current setup, it's just one or the other. I was reading up on the benefits of both. I don't know. You tell me you tell me what I should do. If I should move this mother to Twitch, I'm not opposed to it. I just wanted to get something that was the most accessible. I think both have their benefits personally. Like I'd love to have a good Twitch setup going with the good followers and dumb voice alerts and all that jazz. But yeah, we're working to make this the best possible, but right now we're just, as you saw by the first about 5-10 minutes, just working to make it work. Who's that guy? All right, face-off coming up. Puck is, here we go. There's 10:56 on the clock. This is your sync cue. 10:56. Face-off coming up. Puck is dropped. 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. 10:50 on the clock. Looks like the Canucks want to draw. That's nice. We need that. What do we got here for face-offs? Oh, 40-60. Yeah, I'm glad that worked. It's funny, with this primitive setup, I basically can't touch anything. It is just set it and forget it because the tabs will not like me. The Mozilla tabs. All right, hey, a successful zone exit. That's positive. Patterson does his best to stay on side. you were really noticing Elias Pettersson's kind of hockey IQ and his awareness out there. Very impressive. And I'm not saying it was lacking in years past, or he wasn't, a Toronto Maple Leaf just thinking about scoring goals, but he's been very visible in some very smart, very responsible plays that you need that when you're just so desperate for wins. Ethan Bear gets it out successfully. Nice little play here. Throws it on net into the corner. No results, unfortunately. Ethan Bear, I have really liked in paying attention to him, watching him play for the Canucks. Nope, no shot on net. I'm fine with that. That could have been a penalty there. JT Miller doing it all himself. He's looking like Bo Horvat. Tries to do the Bertuzzi power move, but just gets rocked off the puck there. Man, $26 in shipping. SoCal Canuck, I don't know your Twitter name or if you're a Patreon backer or whatnot, but hey, let me know. Maybe we can work something out. But I'm also, was that for all the Bieksa specific stuff? Because that stuff could be a little hard to come by. Nor I may or may not have a secret discount to the Canucks team store that I, utilize to its best abilities. But I don't know if I get that discount on special occasion stuff. I have to look into that. Might be able to help you out. Oh, here we go. Nice opportunity. Oh, come on, Podkolzin. Just all the time in the world to shoot it right in the kneecaps. Yeah, I'm curious what that BX is. Yeah. Oh, it's in the crease. It's in the blue paint. No opportunity. And that's a long, questionable icing call. It's amazing how much bandwidth these browsers use up. All right, I think we're going to be doing a bit better here. Defensive or offensive zone face-off lost by Horvat. I'm not going to lie, there aren't a lot of household names on this Mighty Ducks roster now. So I did print out the scoring report or the roster, club playing roster from NHL.com. Feels like we're all in the damn 500 club press level. So I can tell you that number 19, Troy Terry, we all know him. In Winnipeg. Oh, interesting. Well, I'll see what I can do for you. I'm not so called. My name states. Winnipeg Canuck 85. Are you a podcast listener? Do you listen to us? You never know. You never know how these people come across us. Here's a good opportunity here. Little Connor Garland. OEL jumping up on the rush. I mean, why? That's a dumb question I just asked. I just realized you asked if a rash would be here. We might be able to help you out with something. It's funny, pucks are insanely expensive to ship. When we got a bunch of the pucks on net pucks made in about 5 years ago, I got a box of 100, and it caught. Remember the UPS guy came and delivered them, and I'm like, all right, I'll buzz you up. You can come bring them. He's like, no, you're coming to get them, and it was a heavy box. It must have weighed I want to say under 50. It was about 50 pounds, I'd say. But yeah, it is about $15 to ship a puck. And I learned that the hard way real quick when I'm like, hey, if you international people want I'll make you a deal if you become a Patreon back. I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal with you right now. I will go to the team store this weekend, and I might. If you become a Patreon backer, I will. I'll help you out and then some, but I won't make you do anything until I know what I can do for you. So send us an email, pucksonetsca@gmail.com, and we'll be in touch about what we can do. Or just send me a DM on Twitter, or no. Yeah, if you're on Twitter, just send me a DM so I know who you are and we can talk. But I'm more than happy to help out a listener and help out a Canucks fan abroad with my limited privilege that I have. But let me help you out. So send me a DM or something, or not. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Yeah, it's a pretty good patch. Guys got to go Movember suit and a backwards jersey. All right. Face off just in the taken 6, 50, 49, 48, 47. We're back. My least favorite of the President's trophies. I think I have a 25 Canucks guarantee. Of all the President's trophies the Canucks won, the 2012 one, miserable big hit from Tyler Myers on Simon Benoit, whoever that is. Let's take a look at this. Number 13, Simon Benoit. Look at this. Just nothing too malicious. Just lays, levels him. Look at the guy selling beer. He absolutely love it. Popo Pipu from Argentina. He's in there in the chat. They're having a great time. Shots 3-9 here. And another Canucks face-off win, so that's good. It's going to be about 60-40 now for Vancouver. They're climbing back. John Gibson, a bit of a American Carey Price-like situation. Best goalie, one of the best goalies in the league on one of the worst possible teams, but it's the way she goes. Chaos Giraffe causing chaos like you wouldn't believe. It is chaotic because he's so far past the face-off dots down there. On that, we've seen OEL pinch down deep, like over the goal line, and we've seen Tyler Myers that deep. I hope that they are the centers and the wings are looking out for their defensive brethren, because if not, they are going to get caught. He is Argentina. They are Argentina. We are all Canucks. High stick there, too. Yeah, it's negated. Nice little chip in. Negates the icing, which is great. Wow, look at the Anaheim Ducks. Quick exit while the Canucks change. Behind the net. Backwards pass to nobody. You'd think that was JT Miller out there wearing orange and white. Bit of a cluster there. Another TV timeout. Yes, John Shorthouse just referencing the rain. It is a miserable night outside. Perfect night to be inside talking about hockey on the internet. Just gonna keep tweeting this. Did I not tweet that? Chapeau. Ay, ay, ay. Well, let's fix this. Hope you're having a good time, Argentina. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having some fun. It is a commercial break, so I'm just sending out some tweets. Hey, what moved over here? How dare you? There we go. All right, everybody. Coming up to 5:10 on the clock. 5:10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Shot still unremarkable. Funny story about the Ducks. When I lived in SoCal, my ex-wife was and probably still is a Ducks season ticket holder, so I've seen plenty of Ducks versus Canucks. Yeah, back when it was cheap to go there and everything was reasonably cheap, and in the normal before times, it was you'd go to Anaheim or you'd go to Arizona to see Canuck road games, and then before the LA Kings got good, you would go to LA too. But yeah, I've heard this. For the Honda Center is a very not the steepest arena. It's very wide. It's not like Rogers Arena, in which you're right on top of the action. But I've never been. I've heard conflicting things. Some people say it's great. Other people say you're about 45 miles from the ice. Play video or nothing. Stephanie Pagani, also SoCal. SoCal representation in here. Pagani, 200%. I can't play video on this. I will get shut down. Uncle Gary will shut us down. But I will give you, if you are watching the game, 4:13 on the clock, face off, 14:12, 4:11, 10, 4:9, 4:8. And all that for nothing. This has been a bit of a stinker of a game. Slow for sure. And we got a tripping call. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. He's just reaching to play the puck, not aware of where feet's were. But you got to be aware. You got to be aware. Nobody can watch the game anymore, Pagani. Rogers Game Center is kind of ruined. And everyone's stuck on Sportsnet now. Nice little save by Spencer Martin. Puck stays in. Oh! That was nice. Look at on that shot. You're watching him track the puck from the point, bounces off the skate. And the seeing eye one, and just two really sneaky, difficult saves there. PP opportunities. P30. Holy Diana. 2 for 30. That's 1 for 15. That's basic math for you. Big defensive zone face-off for Bo again. These were supposed to be in the rear view. Face-off win. You love to see it. But they can't clear it out. And now there's 3 Canucks behind the goal line on a penalty kill. This is terrifying. But the aggressiveness has paid off. Thank God. Is that John Klingberg? It is. Again, go look up the clip when you have a moment of Klingberg scoring on his own. Oh, no. Troy Terry, I got him in a couple of fantasy leagues, but you don't want to see that. We can all read the lips of Bruce Boudreau. What the fuck was that? And got to agree. Just too many opportunities here to... Oh, that's a dumb goal. Just sitting around looking at him. Don't care for that. That's funny. Am I practicing my color commentary or something? No, I just this is something I kind of enjoy doing, and I can kind of like consuming media this way. I'll watch Steve Dangle do the Leaf broadcast from time to time. Other person, and the Manning cast is always fun and enjoyable. So just a little something else to do. It sucks that leading up to that power play, Spencer Martin made those two really, really good saves. You know, he hasn't had the biggest workload. Like, we're coming up to 2 minutes left in the first period, and, you know, 8 shots on goal. And, oh, man, I think it was like they had like 4 for that power play. But it sucks that he's had a very good good showing there and a couple saves, and then just the team just watches Troy Terry just skate around everybody. Not what you want to see. Johnny Gibson, a power play assist. Based on those figures, going 2 for 30, he's probably in the top 10 for power play points on the team. Nice little play by Pedersen. Drive the play up the ice. Seeing eye pass there to Kuzmenko. Oh, Kuzmenko. Look at this. He coughs the puck right up the gut, and then the Ducks just kind of nonchalantly take their time into the Canucks zone. It's frustrating to see for sure. Nobody knows who they are. So Bear and Myers are playing together. He's not in SoCal anymore, or they're in Winnipeg. We're all very confused about their locale. Their SoCal locale. Okay, here we go. This is some opportunity here. This is a nice little situation. Max Comtois. He was really good on the World Juniors team a couple of years ago. Max Comtois. I can't remember who he was playing with, but they need this. Riley Stillman getting all fired up. He's cussing. He's swearing. Yeah, that's a trip and a half right there. Face-off loss. Oh, it's kind of frustrating. And I'm at a loss for words watching JT Miller's decision making on the half boards with what he's going to do with that puck. Yeah, I'm sorry. Horvat from Miller there, a nice little one-timer opportunity, but I don't like how this power play is set up. A little sloppy. Horvat keeps it alive. Hughes was at the point. Oh, seeing eye shot from Quinn Hughes. I feel like it bounced off of Horvat. He celebrated first. We have a tie game. 19.7 left on the clock. And that's what you need to see. Bo's become a power play specialist now, huh? But look how it started. Miller does it again. He just throws this puck backhanded into the middle of the ice. Thankfully, it bounced off the shaft or a Ducks skate or something, and it bounces back to the Canucks. And I'm glad that, and that's just good. That's just good placement in front of the net, good seeing eye. But that whole opportunity started on a JT Miller throw it in the middle of the ice and who cares gaff. So still a little annoying. Pettersson's 7th assist. Hughes' 7th assist. That's great. All right, that was great. I'm going to take a quick little breather here. Don't go anywhere. For the love of God. I'm going to turn on my... oh, what happened here? No. I guess I got to move that other one. That's funny. There we go. Bo's getting paid. Man, it's hard to disagree. You just don't know who it's going to be paid by. Going somewhere. All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Where's my SoCal beats? Do not go anywhere, gang. I don't know what the hell I'm listening to. I love the idea of having to click, give me some lo-fi, copyright-free music, and that's what we get. What do we got here? VPN. We got logins being shared, which is the true moment, the true showing of affection and kindness in this, our millennial world. I wonder where that little fuzzy thing went. All right, here we got VPN. Did I spell caffeine wrong? God damn it. I thank you for letting me know I spelled caffeine wrong. Yeah, Sportsnet now has been giving a lot of people grief. The finickiness of this NHL.com is just a scooch frustrating. All right, I'm back. It's funny to think. I think the Canucks have a chance of winning this game. This is a game they desperately need to win. You knew they weren't going to win that. You DM me on Twitter. Okay. Hell yeah, I see you. Who are you? Oh, okay. All right, we'll be in. I'll help you out this week. But I ain't forgetting about you. I can remember where I was for this night. I was living in me and my friend Errol had a basement suite in Kits. Uh, and he wasn't there. I don't know where he was, but I was watching that game with a friend of mine, and I didn't believe it was in the goal. And then I remember I shotgunned a couple beers afterwards. I didn't go out afterwards, but I was in that young age where you just celebrated by just drinking a lot of beer as quickly as possible. And that's what I remember about that game. I think everybody, if we're thinking about the San Jose series, the game we all remember most is the Sunday afternoon game against San Jose, but that's where they had like a 5-on-3, which felt like for 10 minutes straight, and it was just Sammy Salo one timer, and they just did it, and they're like, well, this series is essentially over. No, a different arrow, but you would suspect. It's a very uncommon name, so if you hear it, you just assume that you know the person. But no, a much different one. So this is the first one-day contract they've offered, which is nice. What do we got here? This is my gigantic water bottle. Oh, interesting. I may or may not have worked in and around Rogers Arena for a bit of time, and utilizing those benefits to the best of their abilities. Nope, not me at all. You gotta wonder if when they showed Kevin Bieksa in the suite during the first period, he didn't seem to have a drink in his hand. I wonder if he will now that his commitments are done, his on-air commitments, because God knows I would too. What do we got here? There it is. Oh man, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. I don't remember all of these instances with. Oh wow, look at that core strength on Bieksa. But I knew he bumped him when he played for the Ducks for the first time, but I completely forgot about him shooting pucks at him. I love looking at Dan Murphy through the years, where when he first started doing this job, he looked like a young child fresh out of school, and now he looks a bit older, but he still looks reasonably young. I hope we all go out and buy Cedar. That is a novel by Katie Bieksa. We'll go get it signed tomorrow, I think, or today. I can't remember when that was. You just gotta love Juice. He is a handsome man. There's no debating it. There's no doubt about it. I feel like this is the time I should be speaking to fill the dead air. This is my first time doing this Steve Dangle-like commentary for an entire game. It's hey, we're gonna see how much voice I have towards the end. But if we look at the old phone here, let's take a look at the old stat sheet. Oh, Gita's at this game with her husband Reed. They're in the club seats like a bunch of fancy pants. So what do we got here? Troy Terry, he got his fifth of the year. Oh my God, Horvat's got 9 goals already. Crazy to think about the year he's having. He's got 9 goals. What's his? Let's look at his stat line here. Wow, he's got 11 points in 11 games right now. I think we can all agree the outcome of that, of him getting paid, him getting it, he's getting paid regardless, and he's hoping to get that expected salary cap rise to really work in his favor, which I'll be curious to see if that happens. Shots on goal, 12-11 in favor of the Canucks. That's great. The Canucks, they turned it on with the face-off wins, 55-6 to 44-4 percentages. I don't know what that is in actual face-off draws. Power play, Ducks are 1 for 1, Canucks 1 for 2. Hits 7 for 7 each. These are two teams that Luke Shannon's played for, so one of them's got to get hits. 2 blocks for the Ducks, none for the Canucks, and the giveaways are 3-3 apiece. And if my one glaring concern from that first period was all of the absolute giveaways they did give up. Miller had one. Miller had another one that led to the goal. And the Ducks look sloppy too. I suppose I could bet on this game right now if the Canucks are the favorite. Do I have any money in my betting account? We're, just like any broadcast in this country, we're now going to be incorporating sports gambling into the mix. Let's see what we can do. I could deposit some money. Bear with me as we put money on our Bet365 account. Oh, that's a solid bet. I mean, I would try if I was putting money on this game. I'd put the Ducks about plus 1.5. But then I'm also kind of hesitant that that they would that the Ducks would just unravel. I'll be right back. Play Now is a good little platform. It's a little more. I was just talking. If you're watching this right now, the Superman punches that he had, I didn't know he had 3 of them. Just a little terrifying. You're glad you're not on the receiving end of a Bieksa Superman punch. My God. All right, so now we're incorporating the gambling element of the into the broadcast. Nope, that's not who I want to do it with. Bear with me here. Again, this is intermission. I had this game on before I was watching the Canucks one. Jankowski was called up from Milwaukee, one of the few first rounders to be drafted out of Canadian high school hockey, and we know why. Although he was a respectable, serviceable player, but just nothing to write home about with him. The Bieksa glove toss, was that in an interview segment, or did he do that during a game? It kind of Sounds familiar, but refresh my memory here. Oh my lord! I asked that question on the podcast if the Oilers' power play is the best power play of all time, and honestly, it's hard to argue otherwise. Okay, we are locked and loaded on Bet 365. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. I think I remember what you're talking about now. Okay, let's go into the Canucks Ducks game here. Um, the third goal, is it going to be the Canucks or is it going to be the Ducks? Oh, the Canucks looked decent on that power play. They will start the second on the power play. Um, Sanjit, did he get pulled again? Because he's been shoot. He was doing his dumb made you flinch routine to the into. I want to say it was the Sharks bench. No, it was somebody else. But he's done it once already, like this week. All right, everybody. I'm gonna put $5 on the Canucks to score next. 166 to 1. Let's take it. $5. Where is it? Here we go. We need Big Bo to get his 10th of the year, so I can make $8. I'd love to see Kuz get a goal. Kuzmenko isn't the problem. Well, it's funny if you take Kuzmenko and Podkolzin and combine them, they essentially are the perfect, Evgeny Malkin. Because Kuz can shoot. He doesn't have the best offensive awareness, and Podkolzin is just playing everything way too safe, and he's handing the puck off right away like it's a grenade, and there's something there in both those guys, and I want to see them both succeed, but Pods is kind of, I wouldn't say he's playing poorly, but he's just not. He's just kind of making himself forgettable a bit. All right, here we go. Face-off win for the Vancouver Canucks. Time on the clock, 1952. 1, 0, 49, 48, 47, 46. Second period underway. Canucks on the power play. We are looking for a goal. It was almost there. A trickler from the point. Oh, man, that is not nearly as long of a. I should have looked into when the power play penalty was. I could have taken those 2.2 odds for the Ducks. Mmm. My impulsiveness is going to cost me a big $5. That's a lot of money in this economy. Speaking of play now and sports gambling, there it is, right on the ice behind the bench, behind the net. Oh, here's not. Oh, two good opportunities there. Feels like the head was working a little bit faster than the hands for the Man, I like Ethan Bear. He's doing smart little things, defensive things correctly, or not correctly, but just like nice little things to protect the puck. No, oh, that wasn't good. That thing bounced off OEL like a bouncy ball. That's kind of concerning. Big, huge rebound off a defenseman. Look at defenseman strip him from the puck. Oh, look at Pedersen strip him from the puck there. Miller. Oh, what a play. What a great setup there. Mikheyev, Miller, and Pedersen. Puck is there again. Pedersen can't stick handle in a phone booth there. But, man, a couple of really good offensive opportunities there to make something happen. But it's still 1-1. Look at that. We got the reverse camera there. Sheldon Dries. Don't know what he's out there for, but if he was just a half step faster, he would have been able to get a stick on that. And another great opportunity there for Mikheyev. Face-off win for Vancouver. Love watching win face-offs. It's a possession game. It all starts with winning the face-off. Makes everything that much easier for you. Because if we know one thing about our Vancouver Canucks, they make everything as hard as humanly possible on them. Here's an opportunity. Not odd man rush, though. I wish Shen took an extra moment with that. We had Kuzmenko on the odd stick hand, but okay. Myers keeps it in. Worried that would be too many men. And that's going to bounce right out. I want to thank everybody for watching this right now. Hope you're having a good time. If you haven't yet, please go follow our social media. At Pucks on Net, everywhere except on Twitter, which is at PucksOnNetCA. TikTok, Instagram. Hit subscribe on this mother. Please, for the love of God. It's amazing the efforts you have to go through on YouTube to get anything. But please hit subscribe on this bastard. It'd be greatly appreciated. Nice little play there by the fourth line by Dries and Dakota Joshua to get the puck into the offensive zone. Can't keep it in, though. Not going to be is that Marty Turco coming out of his net? No, it's just Spenny Martin. Stanika. Oh, come on, Tyler Myers. There's another boneheaded Canucks just throw it right in the middle. Look, they're looking for picks sometimes, you got to think. It's unfortunate that we're watching a decent look at all this room by Klingberg. Thank God that didn't go in. It's unfortunate these are like two of the worst teams statistically in the NHL playing each other because, you're like, oh, this has been a tight, a tight game, not a lot of offensive opportunities, but man, it's just two teams that aren't playing that well. And I mean, the Ducks aren't that good, but the Canucks, the sum is not greater than the parts right now, so what does it matter for either team? Oh, nice little chip up to control it. Goes for the cheeky shot. Looks for a leaker. Back the other way, though. Thank God, not an odd man rush. John Klingberg really quarterbacking that. He's up in the rush on that one. I'd like to know where his line mates were on that opportunity, but you might if he had nothing else, you might as well go for the leaker. All right. 15:47 is on the clock, and it's going to be, here we go for a little cue up, puck drop, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 15:40. Miller keeps it on side using his, nope, Offside, tried to use his face, but hmm. Oh, I should notice these things sooner. There we go. Sure. All right. Where's my audio at? Let's take a look at that. Well, I'm here. Peaking. It's not too bad. Peaking at -10. That's not going anywhere. So if you are just joining us, you know, it is a midweek Anaheim Ducks Vancouver Canucks game, so naturally I've already started gambling on the game. We have $5 on the Vancouver Canucks to score next. I took that in the first intermission when I thought the power play coming out of the break was longer. It was not. I realized that quite quickly when Sheldon Dries was out there. So thought of, you know, maybe I'm regretting the fact that what? I can't believe that. What a great opportunity. Puck comes right out in front, and there's just nothing. They can't capitalize. What a cluster. PD behind the net, protects the puck. Look at him defensively. Nice stuff. Oh my God, Ilya is right. And look at don't undress all these players. Come on back to their way. I got $5 on this one. I just got a spam email from in the Pucks and Night email, and I'm like, oh, this looks legitimate. It was not. These Ducks defense and these defenders, they're giving the Canucks opportunities. But I mean, the killer instinct hasn't been with this team for many years. But they are not the Anaheim Ducks of yesteryear. My lord. Yeah, and there's a clustery pass to nowhere, bounces off a couple of skates, and Canucks gain control. Pods, you're not a centerman. Get up there. Get in the rush. Like just little things like that. A confusion I don't really care for. The Canucks have like miraculously somehow been in control for this, and you part of me wonder that some leaker is going to go in one of their first chances. Thankfully, there it did not, so we can all have a bit of a reprieve. Wow. Commercial break. Well, let's spell caffeine correctly. What do you say? Break. I can't believe I spelled caffeine wrong. Fuck. All right, we're back. Defensive zone faceoff loss for your Canucks. Spencer Martin bails them out. Nice to see. As I said, I was having a 0 sugar, 0 caffeine Coke, which is 8 for 11 on the draws, man. Horvat knows he's in a contract year, and he is doing what he can to get a contract for 8 years. It starts with an 8, and God, you starting to think he's going to get it. But you got to wonder what he's going to fetch the Canucks, because he is the expendable. And I'm not just cross-promoting an article I wrote on pucksonet.ca last month. But, man, he is having a great start to the year. Excuse me. Pods with a nice little play to get it in front of the net. Oof. Pettersson was about a half step forward, tied up a bit, couldn't make anything of it, but a nice rush. Again, McKayev, the speedster, he's first on the rush. You want to see that? Yeah, Kulikov. Oh, Kuzmenko to Pettersson. What a goal! What $8 goal! Look at them draw that up, come out of something out of nothing. All starts with a Kulikov gaff on the half boards. And you talk about point-of-game players. Horvat's one, Pettersson's another one. Baby. Look at Pettersson, the smart plays. He's got how many? He's got one duck. He's got 2 ducks on him. He's got the puck in his skates, and he's able to make something happen and score a goddamn goal. It's incredible. Look at that control. Look at that patience. Sure, one of them's Troy Terry, and he's a little pipsqueak. But great goal. All right, here comes a sync test. They just dropped the puck. Time 10:51. PD's got his 5th goal of the year. They got that stat up there. Mikheyev and Kuzmenko, both 4 assists on the year. Give it to Pods. All right, sync check. There's 10 minutes and 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 10:30. If you are watching this and the game at the same time, you can sync up. So we are watching this thing at the same time. But use that cue to sync up your broadcast. And yes, that Pettersson goal just netted me 3 big ones. Look at that setup by Horvat. Oh my God. I got to get back on Bet365. All right. Let's go with some prop bets here. Is that too much for icing? Yeah, it is. That's icing. All right. Let's bet on the next Canucks goal scorer. Pettersson's got one. Horvat's got one. Eddie Roja, Ducks win. What are the Ducks winning? All right, Chad. I'm going to get silly. I'm going to bet $2 for Kuzmenko to score the next Canucks goal. Pays 10-1. So we're going to commercial break here. Oh, there's Arash. Arash is in the chat. He also just scoffed at my bet. which is a little unfortunate. But Arash, you're in here now. The next bet I've made, I've bet Andrei Kuzmenko to get the Canucks' third goal. Pays 10-1. I'll bet my best Pokemon. What is your Roger? What's your best Pokemon card? I'm just curious what everybody's thoughts are on these weird. I'm curious what everybody's thoughts are on these weird Bo Horvat, Connor McDavid commercials. I think they're dumb, but they're not bad. They're dumb and they're not bad, and that is what you need in NHL players with zero personality. Ancient Mew. I think Mr. Mamarzadeh can comment in the chat on the validity and the value and just what a significant card that is, because I have no clue. Damn, that's what I'm talking about. I like it. But yeah, the Bo Horvat, Connor McDavid commercials for the car service or whatever do not offend me. Hey, has anybody got their pet calendars from PharmaSave yet? I went and got mine last month or so, and you can tell it's a good year in Vancouver when the people selling it to you make fun of how it's like, well, it's a good thing there's dogs on the cover. Maybe this will sell because the Canucks ain't doing it. All right, Mark Anglico-Quitlam, he's gonna win. He's got some save on more points, but the Canucks lose the faceoff but generate possession and get it deep in the Duck zone. Nice to see. A little bit of a gaff there from Terry. They might have had an opportunity to keep it in. Nice little save by Spencer Martin, who's looked solid tonight. It sucks that he gave up that goal. It wasn't even him that gave it up. The Canucks gave up that Troy Terry goal, watching him just skate in. But he has been good on the puck. His reads are, he's reading the puck well. And if you're subscribing to the easy fodder on AM radio that it's a goalie controversy and that there's a problem with Demko, there's not. And just giving him this little break here. He didn't have the best game. The Canucks didn't have the best showing against the Devils, and just give him a breather. They're not winning. There's no reason to just run Demko and let him catch his breath. If something's tweaked, let it get untweaked. Yeah, Arash, we need a Demi versus Spenny meme. A couple of them. Maybe one of them with dead octopuses on their head. That'd be ideal. But we're gonna have to get Arash, the chief of content creation. We're gonna have to get him on that one. Trevor Zegras out there skilling it up. There's a good mic'd up clip with Zegras in the game against the Ducks because he's talking to James Reimer and he's joking with him about how much he weighs. And I get the sense that most of the league doesn't seem to really like Trevor Zegras for whatever reason. Yeah, he seems enjoyable to me, the casual viewer. I'm curious what's going to become of Troy Terry and Trevor Zegras, if they're going to turn into superstars, if they're going to just be middle of the roaders. Because, yeah, that NHL hype machine wants them to be Connor McDavid, but they ain't. Not calling it. Myers, nice little play to get it back. There's Kuzmenko. Oh. They're going to set something up here. He's going to He's buzzing. He's buzzing. I'm curious what the chat thinks. Because if we're putting some spicy dollars down on this game, are the Ducks going to get another one? Do the Ducks score a second goal? Oh yeah, the Sonny Milano path is very. There's a lot of those guys on that Ducks team. Yeah, Zegers and Drysdale's out for 4 to 6 weeks or months or something. I think it's weeks, but yeah, there's a lot of wild injuries, wild long-term injuries early on in this season for a lot of people in the NHL. All right, let's see what we got for prop bets here. Actually, we'll wait for the next TV timeout to make our gamblers' decisions. There it is, JT Miller. God, I knew it. Man, there goes $2 right down the damn drain. I was thinking about who are the Canucks, the big name Canucks that would be scoring and kind of calming the fan base down tonight. JT Miller was one. He gets it. And yeah, I wish I didn't overthink it, but that's the way she goes. Nice little setup in the keeping it active. Shen crosses over. I mean, what a pass by Horvat to Quinn Hughes, who was buzzing around, and they just, it looks like a power play out there. Canucks are moving their feet. The Ducks weren't. Great goal. Everything comes from the Canucks moving their feet and just not giving up on plays. Love to see it. That's great stuff. Oops. Let's just fix this here. All right, there we go. We're back. So Miller's got one. Pedersen or Horvat's got the first assist, so he's got points. He's been in on 2 goals tonight. Whoa. Studnicka with a big hit there, late in the body. Amon's got room. Oh, Studnicka looking to the heavens. He knew what he had. All right. The Canucks' 4th goal scorer. All right. The Canucks race to 4 is 1.2 to 1. The race to 5 is 1.9 to 1. The Ducks to get to 4, 19 to 1. What are we thinking about these Canucks? They don't play 60 minutes. They like to give stuff up. 34 to 1 for the Ducks to score 5. That's spicy. Man. Yeah, I feel that. There is a spicy little bet here. For the Canucks to be up by 2 at the end of the second. 4.25 to 1. There's 6 minutes left. 30 to 30. Oh, man. I could have. What's the new change? I just missed that bet. That was those odds weren't updated, and that would have been in our favor here. Won't be able to make too many. All right, so for a little sync up here, there is okay. JT first off, JT Miller 6th of the year, and Horvat and Garland with the assist, both their third apples. That line there's something in that line, but on the clock there's 5:20. There's 5:25, 5:24, 23, 22, 21, 20. So if you're syncing up both of these feeds, that's how you do it. We're gonna have to wait for these gambling stats to pick back up. This is already a concerning Canucks 2-goal lead. If I was them, I'd be sitting back too. You know, they're looking good. They're feeling good. Things have come easy to them. They've capitalized on the mistakes of the Ducks tonight. So I could see them, the Ducks scoring the first goal out of the third period just to put that fear into everybody. Quiet, tense up Rogers Arena, you know. Yeah, look at that. Really? Can I bet on the final score here? See, what is Potts doing there? You got 4 on the rush. He just chucks it away like a grenade, like he's afraid of it. Oh, and a big swat out of the air that amounts to nothing. Tanner Pearson behind the net looks to keep it going. Just hands it to the. What is Tanner Pearson doing? Jeez, great little save there and a huge rebound. Thank God they cleared it. Yeah. Doesn't play it out. Canucks keep it in. Oman. Yeah, this fourth line has looked way more effective tonight than anything Podkolzin and Tanner Pearson have done. Don't do it, Myers. Don't do it. There's nothing there. No. See, there's nothing there. Yeah, that the third line wasn't doing it for me tonight. Cuz yeah, it'll be it's Patterson, Kuzmenko and Mikheyev? Yeah, like this line's look great tonight. I want to see if I can put money on anytime goal scorer. Jesus. Patterson, Miller, or Horvat's getting another one tonight. That's just, wow. Andrei Kuzmenko, anytime scorer, is 9-1. Jeez, he had no idea where it was. .108 to go in this second period. Canucks have looked great. Nice setup by Bo. Oh, my main gripe with him is that he's a bit of a selfish player, but that was a great opportunity. That was a great feed. There's another opportunity. Oh, Quinn Hughes. Another opportunity, another scoring chance of the Canucks that comes as a result of just bouncing off a Duck player. Kuz has looked good with the puck tonight. It's been very fun to watch him. Canucks maintain control of the faceoff. Yeah, you're not stopping Johnny Gibson on the. Johnny Gibson's not getting that one by him. A rash in the group chat. 2-goal lead, baby. They can easily just take this into the third and just coast. Oh man. Oh gee. Who's a Ducks fan? Why would anybody be a Ducks fan in this and be in here? Yeah. I'm just trying to want like that's a tough goal. They're not calling that offside. Yeah, if that Zegras and Terry, they're getting helpers, of course. A Strom, maybe it's Dylan, maybe it's Ryan. Who knows? Yeah. I'm betting against the Canucks, and I'm putting some money down for the Ducks to score the 6th goal in this game. Hope I'm wrong. All right, gang, I'm going to take a quick breather, and we'll be back in a little bit. This has been fun, and yeah, we'll see you. What the hell is this music? Jeez Louise, let's turn that off. Oh, okay. The people want to see Stevie. The people can get Stevie. Stevie! Come here. Up. All right. Look at there. Stevie, look. Yeah? You not having fun being on the internet? Ooh. Dog. Ah. Ooh. Ah. There's Stevie. She's not high. Hasn't been high in 9 days. She's doing her best. Such a good dog. Ooh, so good Stevie. Huh? What do you see? Yeah. This is Stevie. Her passions include foraging for discarded roaches and joints in the alley and streets near our homes and getting high off it and seemingly really enjoying it. Isn't that right? Don't you enjoy it? 9 days. I know. We had a good stretch, and then she did it twice in a week. So we are working on her. It's happened 5 or 6 times this year. Isn't that right, Stevie? Do you want to sit over here? Oh. What are you thinking, Stevie? Is this going to be your spot? Are you posting up with me, pal? Yeah, Stevie's got an issue. She just loves to party so much. You can hang out with me here while we do this. Stevie, the score is 3-2 after 40 minutes for the Canucks over the Ducks. It's a little concerning. Doing great things for the fur. Yeah, she's at one of her more cuter phases. Her hair is a good length. She's not quite in sheepdog-like mode. Yeah, are you having fun? Are we gonna go outside like at 9:30 to take you to pee? Are you gonna wait? Hello, I'm Stevie. All right, let's see what we're working with here, everybody. Stevie, very popular dog here. Yeah. Huh? All right, gang. Let's go over some prop bets we've got going into the third period on old Bet 365, the unofficial official gambling apparatus for Pucks on It live streams. We have bet for the Anaheim Ducks to score the 6th goal of the game. That pays out 237 to 1. Kind of like that, unfortunately, based on the way this is going. Then I've also got Bo Horvat to score in the third period. I really like his game so far. Yeah, the people seem to love me as a dog person much more than me before, and how can you disagree with them? We've also got Kuzmenko, anytime scorer. So in a perfect world, we've got the Ducks tying this up, the captain taking care of business, and maybe Kuzmenko gets an empty netter. What do you think of that, Stevie? An empty netter for Kuzmenko? Espero Ramonte Anaheim. perhaps Papa Pew? Pew? Yeah, is a Ducks fan. An Argentinian Ducks fan. I can't disagree with that. Look at this tired, happy dog. Stevie is your second intermission entertainment. Hey? Ugh. Thank you. Hey? Hey. Hey, come on. Two, 6-2 is this. So that's 10 games in. If they're going to keep at this pace for the 20 game mark, which is the unofficial half, the benchmark of the season, also the 25% mark, they're going to be 4-12-4. That's not very good. Absolutely. You really got to appreciate the shots on goal. Come on here. Yeah, who is the third line center on this team? Nobody knows. It's anybody. Nobody expected Curtis Lazar to be playing that key of a role, but yeah, that's. I mean, you can't not load up the top line with JT Miller just because of how bad he has looked defensively and just his hockey sense and IQ in his own zone. Like, let him be on the wing, let him cause trouble, let him not get into trouble. It's everybody's desperate for jobs and wins, so JT Miller is not returning to center anytime soon. It just means that Bo is going to get absolutely taxed. Every defensive zone draw, power play one, big minutes with Miller. Like, you got to imagine what that toll is going to take on that top line because they are getting tasked with a lot. Maybe that's the first. Oh my God. Maybe that's the first injury, and then you forget that Dermott's hurt and Besser's hurt and Quinn Hughes was hurt. And oh my Lord, never mind. Stevie, what do you think about Jack Stadika? Huh? You're a big Jack Stadika girl. Can't get enough. Well, Stevie, we're waiting for the third period to start. There's still a commercial break and the end of this segment. It's going to be a few minutes. What are we going to do? What are we going to do, Stevie? Yeah, 26 shots on goal. The Canucks will probably finish for about, I don't know. I could see them capping out at 30, to be honest. I'm putting literal money on this team to have a dominant third period, but I am a little nervous about them. What is that? Huh? Listen to that dog. Oh. Yeah, good girl. Happy dog. Do you want something? Do you want to go outside? 1 second. All right, Stevie's out of here. Am I just going to turn on this funk beats or whatever? Let's see what this sounds like 4 hours in. Okay, that works. I'm content with this. This is better, isn't it? I don't think this is that bad. This is dreary. The people have spoken. Touche. I have put the request out for some original music for for music beds or for intros or outros for this streaming, because you can't stream shit on Twitch or YouTube without getting absolutely destroyed by the copyright police, so I am not even going to try. Tell you what I'm going to do after this period. We're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to go take Stevie outside and go to the bathroom. Is it going to be me or is it going to be Stevie? You're going to have to find out on Patreon. All right, here we go. Bardu in the chat, cheering for the Ducks. Bardu, hard to... no, it doesn't. No, it does not. I'm getting texts from people in the chat. If you're cheering for the Ducks, you know what? Nothing, no harm against that. You know, they got to have fans. I hope you stick with us, Bardu, for this third period as I chat and blab over it. I'm going to give, if you're watching this game and you're looking for something to sync it up, I'm going to tell you the second they drop the puck and then count the clock down. So face off, puck dropped, clock is at 19:55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. You are synced up, baby. Third period underway. Concerning goal by the Ducks closer towards the end of the second period, which is what we all fear for these Vancouver Canucks. Podkolzin is out there in a Studnicki and Tanner Pearson line, which doesn't do anything for me. What do we got here? Boston, born and raised. Canucks suck, so I bet against them and have no interest in watching. Bardu, I appreciate your honesty, but the Boston Red Sox are the shits. But thank you for joining. If you could put a thumbs up and maybe a subscribe, do whatever you want. I don't care, but you know what? Enjoy yourself. At least betting on them doesn't end well. 18:59, slow start to this third period. Yeah, you do got to wonder about John Gibson, but he's got a pretty big salary. And somebody brought it up. It might have been on 32 Thoughts or something, but it's like, what would Thatcher Demko be worth in the rebuild? And it's honestly not that much if you think about the teams that want him and what they can afford, and it ain't much. And what can they give up, and it also isn't much. So The goalie burden of the last 7-8 years is very interesting. All right, Horvat finally getting an offensive zone, wins it clean. Oh my God! Like Bo's just been unreal tonight. You got like, you gotta hold on to him, man. Keep that going. Drive up that value on Horvat. Because if he keeps going at this clip and he stays healthy, that's not at a. You're not able to afford that even if you try. I'm always so fascinated because it happens so rarely with Canucks because management, whichever version of it is, just holds on to them forever. I'm always so curious what their worth would be. It'd be sad. It'd be unfortunate. Oh my God, what a setup! Ducks win 700. Bardu, how much money are you putting down on them? When did you place this bet? Because I got some side action prop bets going right now. Oh, puck is loose. Gibson's swimming. It's still loose. Oh, they can't do anything with it. Yeah, Bardu, if you could tell me how much, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me how much you bet. I'd just like to know when you place the bet, because that would give me a good sense on how greasy you are. And there's nothing I respect more than a greasy gambler. This line, I'm liking. They've got a top six, and then this third line of nothingness, this pit. Like it just doesn't. I'm not having it. I mean, thank God for Gibson. The Ducks were so out of position. Down, of course. That's what I like to hear. When they were down, I hope it was when they down by 2 because those odds were looking really good. And I mean, this Canucks team doesn't do well with leads or deficits. They don't do well with most. Stillman brings the puck in. A real fourth line, all fourth line. Don't shoot it, kid. There's just nothing there. Bit of a cluster to try to get into the offensive zone for the Ducks, but they make out with it, and they do get that scoring chance. This is what I'm afraid of. You got Stillman and Myers and Dakota, Joshua, and Amon, but they were hemmed in for a bit, but they're able to get out of it. Thank God. Gibson just doesn't care at all. He's cool. He's cool as hell. He is not worried about anybody trying to back check him. Tanner Pearson. Seeing too much Tanner Pearson in this third period. Damn, $14 on jersey. Oh, hell yeah. I like what I'm hearing from you. $16 to go in this third period. Wholesale change here. Here comes the one of two good lines the Canucks have. Looking to keep something going. They created their own opportunities when they got their feet moving, and that's something that the Canucks need to remember to do. All right, what's Huggy Bear gonna do here? Gives it to Dad. Dad goes back to Son. Son holds it over to Dad. Dad up to Pettersson. Up to Gibson. Same thing again. He is not afraid to play the puck. We have a storied history of goaltenders in Vancouver afraid to play the puck. Dan Cloutier, Roberto Luongo. Markstrom wasn't the best. He put himself in some situations that were less than stellar. Here comes an opportunity. Look at Pettersson fly to the net. Gets a stick on it. Great chance. Look at him just turn the Jets on there. I love this. I love this play by these two. Showing that chemistry, showing that speed. And yeah, Pettersson with line mates that can do things for him. He's looked just flashes of just greatness. Like I've been watching him play with Pods and with Hoglander. It's just like the hands just aren't there, and then you see Pettersson have to kind of do everything, and it's like, God, he is so good compared to some of these guys on his own team. Dakota Joshua, he just stifled our next goal bet. That's unfortunate. Roger in the chat, you got to agree. Pettersson's hot tonight. Joshua's an assist away from a Gordie Howe hat trick. And John Gibson is talking to the referee here. I don't know what he sees. John Klingberg does not look good with the Ducks. And just strips off Klingberg, gets the puck in front of the net. Who got the puck in front of the net? Because that looks like either a big mistake by Klingberg or it's a defensive breakdown from Klingberg. Either way, it doesn't look good. But he's having Dakota Joshua's having his coming out party, man. This is great to see. What are they looking at? What are they challenging? Well, I'd like to take a closer look at this one, too. Oh, yeah, that's not going to get called. This one is going to be... Wow. I could have seen that one getting called back. It was Studnicka. Bardu. Dakota Joshua puts the Canucks up 4-2. Eakins and the Ducks challenge for goalie interference. And if you look at the replay, they got a valid case. I genuinely thought that Studnicka, former Bruin, kind of got in Gibson's way and prevented him from getting over to the his right post to block Joshua from make a save on Joshua. But man, I was surprised. I didn't think it would be that cut and dry. I don't think they're going to show it again. Darren B, how you doing, man? Great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, there's no dang about it. Like, yeah, that's a little inconsistent. I don't like an inconsistent strike zone, and I don't like inconsistent rules. I would have challenged that too if I was Dallas Eakins. I'm curious what everybody else thinks about that that's watching. Guys, Andrei Kuzmenko, power play goal, 5:54 in the third period. They capitalize immediately, and the bets are working in old Chappie's favor. Let's take a look there. What do we got? 28. That goal just got me $28. What a nice goal. You got to love it, folks. So Joshua gets his second. Amon gets his second assist. Oman. And then Kuzmenko got his goal. Let's take a look at the actually, we'll look at it here. It's funny, every time somebody scores, I got to shift this up. Great little goal. It kind of looks like the Ducks gave up on that one because he was just sitting on the doorstep. All right, it's 5-2 Canucks. Those goals happened 24 seconds apart. Kuzmenko from Pettersson and Hughes. Pettersson's having a hell of a game tonight. Atsu Nickel, hey dude. Welcome aboard. Thanks for stopping by. Just putting money on the Canucks. Just talking about the fact that they haven't squandered a third period lead. You love to see it. So let's see this now. Let's look at our live bets. Do you think Kevin Bieksa should have been playing? He could have gone in for Riley Stillman. He could have gone in for, it's Hughes, Shen, Myers, Bear, OEL, Stillman, I guess. I mean, you could have put him in for OEL. You could have put him in for Tyler Myers, although we all love Tyler Myers, but come on. I bet she's still in good shape. I mean, if he's a defenseman. If he just can wrangle the puck in his own end and not screw it up too much, he'll be fine. He should have played. Kuzmenko looking at the tablet. He's not throwing it down like it's Tom Brady. All right, let's sync this up for those trying to watch both at the same time. There is 13:45 left on the clock, and they're going to the Kuzmenko goal graphic. That's his fourth of the year. Assist Pettersson and Hughes. But if we're looking to sync this up with your broadcast, 13:31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 13:25. Casey Y in the chat. Superman Punch. That is my favorite Kevin Bieksa moment too. One of them. Although I am sneaky, a big fan of him beating up Patrick Marleau in games 1 or 2 against San Jose. I forget which one it was, but I like that response, especially because Jumbo wanted to fight. Ryan Kessler off the draw, and he probably should have. Darren B, anyone for OEL, please? It's hard to disagree that he's had a bit of a fall off, but you want to get that contract off the books. He's a serviceable player, but it's all about the contract right now, and he did not have a good game on Tuesday against the Devils, and I feel like everybody was a little awakened after that performance because he's now public enemy number 1, it seems. All right, gang, I've turned $20 into $40. We just need Bo Horvat to score a goal, and then we're really sitting pretty. So let's see what we can do here. And, oh, no. Here comes Maxime Comtois. What a goal. And this one's still not over. Let's vote. I'm going to put some money on. Oh. What's the plus? Nothing you can do with this goal. This is just beautiful. He had so much time. Oh, there's Hughes there. Not the best defensive effort, but look what Hughes is doing there. He had already got a penalty called on him for that, so what else is he supposed to do? Um, I just bet for the Ducks to lose by 2 or less. Just snuck it in. So I feel like I snuck that one in there. So here we go. It's 5-3. There's 10 minutes left, give or take. Oh my God, Kuzmenko and Pedersen. You'll wonder what they would look like against a real team, but they look great against the Ducks. Yeah, that's Roger. Ducks did score. Beautiful, too. Pardue, he's got big money on the Ducks. Hard to fault a guy for cheering for them when he's got big money on him, so nothing wrong with that. And a big woof from SoCal Canucks, 85. All accurate statements. John Gibson, a nice little save there. I feel like that's a bit of a game. That's going to be a bit of a TSN turning point right there. Those boys have been finding the net all night tonight, and when they don't, when a big momentum turn goes in the Ducks' favor, you got to wonder if that's going to be the one that got away in about 10 minutes. Okay, now we got Stud Mackey, Amon, and Joshua. So the lineup, the juggle is looking good. He did look great. Yeah, that's one you got to bury, no question, Darren. And now you got the Ducks in your own zone, and they are buzzing, and the Canucks aren't moving their feet. And this is how we've seen this countless times. And it's so annoying that it's the biggest hockey cliche, but it's so accurate. All levels, it's just like if you don't move your feet, you're just gonna get destroyed. Hang on, has anybody liked this? 5 likes. All right, hey, if you like it or you don't like it, didn't you give us? Oh no, awful giveaway. Jeez, Louise. Hit the thumbs up on this video if you can. Hit the subscribe if you can too. You don't have to smash the bell though. I'm not gonna ask you to do that. There it is. All those Canuck opportunities coming off bounces. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But they gotta generate some clearer score chance that don't just bounce off Ducks. Nice forecheck here going in by Miller. They get control of the puck. Horvat thinks about it for a second. Miller's behind the net. He's thinking about it. Turns around to protect the puck. Myers is pinched in. Who's gone back? Oh God. Nobody went back there. Did you see that that malfunction in the junction? That's what terrifies me about this team. Thank you very much, Bardu. I appreciate your blunt honesty. And a nice little chip up. Horvat's going to buy some time while they make a change. Garland's there too, so it's just Miller changing. But that little play worked. Fascinated by how this final 8 minutes are going to go. Shots are now 40. So the Canucks were at 26 shots after 40 minutes. They've had 14 shots in the third period, which is wild to think about. They've had one power play, which did not last very long. It was 24 seconds. I think it was only one shot on that, too. So they are peppering John Gibson, which isn't always the best. They've had a handful of high-danger scoring chances, I'd say, tonight. It's been pretty decent. Look at Pedersen and strip him off. Here we go. Big rebound. Oh. Like you can't like Kuzmenko and Pedersen. It's great to see, but again, they're playing a real team, a more real team on Saturday in Nashville. So maybe I might break out the old microscope on them because, again, we could all look good against the Ducks. We, especially they're good players. They aren't very defensively sound. Studnicka with another opportunity. He's had a good game. So Studnicka's playing with Amon and Dakota Joshua. They, just as we're saying they're having a good game, they draw a penalty, which you don't want to see. So we're going to the break. There's 7:21 left. And Joshua, who's having a great game, he's got a goal. He's got a fight. He just took a slash or a trip. I don't know what it was, but it's a bad penalty far away from his own net, which is the old cliche. Oh, man. Got to update this thing. Yeah, Amon, Joshua, and Stud Mackey. Studnicka. It's such a, yeah, it was a trip for sure. I mean, no disrespect, but it's such a unique name, and we're barely exposed to this guy. But Studnicka, that line, they look better when they took Tanner Pearson off there. And that means Pearson is playing with, well, if Studnicka's out there with Amon and Joshua, that means that Tanner Pearson is playing with Pods and Sheldon Dries. That's a no man's land for, like, nothing's happening there. I feel for Podkolzin, but he's not. There isn't a lot he's bringing to the table right now. But so this is a little nerve-wracking here. Big one of the last TV timeouts of the night. If this was WCW Monday Nitro, Tony Schiavone would be coming on to tell us that we've taken our final commercial break. We're going to stay with this as long as it takes. I got the Ducks. My puck line is plus 2.5. I put money on them, so I'm sitting pretty right now, but I wouldn't mind a Ducks score just to keep it spicy. Again, if there's any streaming content, any sports streaming content in North America, it's got to feature some sort of addition of gambling or odds or whatever, or prop bets, and we are all bowing down to it. Big face-off win in the Canucks zone. Oh, I did not like with how they controlled the puck there. Got it right up in front of the net. Gibson stays in his net. Have they pulled the goalie? No. Gibson's been so active playing the puck. I thought that maybe they had pulled him there, but they're not down. They're not that hopeless right now. Good question in the chat. Who on the Canucks would be Disco Inferno? I do like that Casey Disco Stu, who is an active member of Canucks Twitter. The Disco Inferno on the Vancouver Canucks. Now, Disco Inferno is, there it is. Tanner Pearson is 100% the Disco Inferno. On paper, people say, oh, he's not that bad, actually. He's sound. He can work. He's got a good gimmick, but nobody, you're not tuning in to Nitro to see Disco Inferno. Trevor Zegras, Seeing Eye Shot, did that go off of Ethan Bear's glove? No, it went off Comtois' stick, so that's his second of the night. He's had a good game. Yeah, Dries is a surprise for a lot of us. Hogg's issue is he's no finish right now. and he's not working hard enough to, he's a man with no island. He can't play in the bottom six. He's not scoring enough to be in the top six. He's got the potential. We all know what he can do. He's not doing it, and there's other guys that want to do it. Canucks down by a goal, or up by a goal. Feels like they're down by a goal. 6 minutes to go. Let's do a little sync check. 6 minutes now. 5:59, 5:58, 5:57, 5:56, 5:55, 5:54. If you are syncing this up live, if you've paused your stream, your cable box, and now we are talking together as it's happening, welcome aboard. Again, thank you everybody for joining me on this new endeavor. Hit the thumbs up. If you could give us a subscribe, I'd be a badass too. You don't have to smash the bell. We're not going to spam you, but we put out the audio podcast on Mondays, the video podcast on Patreon as well, and the video goes on Wednesdays, and then other clips throughout the week here on YouTube. This is a line we've noticed all night. Trickles in. Kuzmenko again. Bardu, I'm so sorry. I want this to be close for you and I both. But Andrei Kuzmenko. I can't. Oh, man. What do we got here? Pettersson. Kuz fans on it. Pettersson with the great offensive awareness to get it back to Tyler Myers. But look at him. He's so much stronger on the puck right now than in years past. I love watching Elias Pettersson control the puck. He's so smart with it. And there's that celebration again. Get Kuzi with it. Sean Asen, that's right, pal. We are getting Kuzi with it. I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing from Elias Pettersson. Like, it's the hands, yes, and the offensive awareness, creating chances, but just watching him protect the puck and make the right and the safe calls. I love it. He is such a further complete player than he has in years past. Great to see. Give that man all the goddamn money. Darren wants him to win by 5. Well, the way these Ducks are playing, one of these teams could win by 5. They've smashed the over. You got to imagine the over going into this was 6, maybe 7. Especially once they announced, here comes Podkolzin with Pearson and Dries. There's just nothing out of these. I think I talked about it on the test stream 2 nights ago. But there was Friedman on 32 Thoughts was saying that Rutherford came in and read the Riot Act that there wouldn't be a coaching change, and there may be trades, but there might also just be people put on waivers. And I'm like, is it Tanner Pearson? I'd be okay if they lost him for nothing. Connor Garland behind the back pass to Bo Horvat behind the net. Protects the puck. He gets it up to Tyler Myers. Tallest man alive. He chips it behind the net for Cam Fowler. I think they had the wrong score up on that score bug here. Thank you for smashing that thumbs up there. If you haven't yet, please do that. I'll stop asking. Kuzmenko with the hat trick? Are you serious? Throw it. Throw the hat. I can't believe that. This line, I love this line. Juice. He's with the kid. He's having a big glass of red. He's loving himself. All right, let's look at this. Pettersson again. Protects the puck. Makes a great pass right to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko does not overthink it for a moment. He controls it. He gets it down just under his glove side. Absolutely beautiful game tonight. Bardu, I am so sorry. Just put something in the water. Unbelievable. And they're all wearing Bieksa jersey shirts as they're cleaning up the hats. Kuzmenko's going to get 2 more. We're going to have $1 million score and win finally. It's never happened in Canucks history. It is happening tonight, folks. Love Kuzmenko's goals tonight. 3 different types of goals. That one on the rush settles the puck down. Love to see it. Elias Pettersson, the Pucks on Net Discord is popping off, saying that Elias Pettersson has 5 points tonight. Third career. I think he said third period 5-point game. Like, he's got 5 in the third period. This is great to see. Have we heard of Bruce There It Is yet tonight? Waiting for a Bruce There It Is. Given the Coos chance. So they're up by 3. 2:55 to go in the third. For the sake of my my prop bets, my DGen gambling, one more Anaheim Ducks goal would be great. It's a tall ask. I've also need Bo Horvat to score. Yeah. Sean, how are we making that cap room? And SoCal Canuck, I'm very glad that they are Bruce There It Ising it. That's what I want to hear. Cap room, who are we sending out? Who's getting signed long term? Lock it down. Are they going to let me bet on the score? Puck line? Not yet. Arash asking in the chat, why didn't we bet more on Kuzmenko? And man, I couldn't agree more. I wish I knew the answer too. I wish you knew the answer. I wish Alvin knew the answer. All right, let's see if there's anything we can do for our remaining last couple of minutes here. I wonder if all bets are suspended in this game. Looks like they are. Yeah, looks like all bets are suspended. So I will be belligerent degenerate, and I will hope for one Anaheim Duck goal here. And that's all I hope. And then I'd love a two goal lead final score. It's in. That went in. That's a goal. That's a goal. I don't see any reason. Trade Miller. I'll wait to I mean, we all could have taken care of that. I don't know. The funny thing, it's Darren. It's funny you bring that up. Every game it seems like forget about this tonight. It's Horvat and it's Kuzmenko and it's Pettersson. Next game it'll be Quinn Hughes and Miller. The other game it'll be Mikheyev. This is I mean, can we go back to the overhead? I don't see any issues with this goal. I just feel like the ref lost sight of it. I didn't even think it was a quick whistle. Play it with audio. There's no goalie interference here. And man, if Toronto or New York is calling goalie interference on that one, they can't call they didn't call goalie interference on Studnicka. You can't call it on that. Like, that's a good goal. I'll never touch a Ducks game after this, I promise. Oh, Bardu, that's a good advice. There's nothing, you can't hang your head on them at all. Yeah, I don't. Boy, what awful phrasing, or just like the beats and the breaths he made there. I was like, is it a goal? It's not a goal. It is a goal. Oh, we got a good goal. Wow, 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 wow. Nope, I'm consistent. I haven't liked Miller for ages, like I said before. This is many, yeah, and couldn't agree more. Oh, there's a minute 48. The Ducks can score 2 goals here. Oh no. He knows it. All right. Somebody's called a timeout here. That looks like a former Canucks coach. Newell Brown, I knew it. Oh, there's Mike Yo. Do not like him. Rutherford hiding behind the pillar like a smart man. Alvin being like, yeah, we should trade him for that. Yeah, Roger, not the best penalty to take in a 7-2 lead. Jeez. But yeah, Darren, I agree with everything you're saying about JT Miller. It's just polarizing. There's nothing inconsistent about him, which is a good thing and a bad thing. He's reaction, he reacts positively, he reacts negatively. Sharks tied it up. How many points does Eric Carlson have tonight? Who's going to win the Art Ross and the Norris? Okay. Minute to go. This is a little spooky here. Damn it. Jesus. We need them to win by 2, not by 3. Come on, man. What a shot. Or just what a stern, sturdy pass. Unbelievable. No scored, Bo scored. Minute 6 to go in the power play. 54 seconds left in the game. Unbelievable. There's 13 goals. All right, Anaheim. You can get one. The Canucks can give this up. 8-6 final. Let's go. I don't think there's a goalie controversy with this GAA for Spencer Martin. Big Bruce, there it is in Rogers Arena. You love to hear it. Ducks don't give a hell. Don't give a damn. They're just. Is it time for a Michigan? It's not going to happen. We got a final. Chaos game for sure. 8-6. We made some money. We won some bets. Andrei Kuzmenko with the Hattie. Love it. You love to see it. Elias Pettersson, 5 points tonight. Just great to see. Let's go to the... Yeah. That was a hell of a fun time, everybody. Bieksa signing jerseys. All right. Everybody that joined in this today, really appreciate it. Hope you had some fun. I had a great time interacting with everybody. But it's a hell of a nice win. What the hell happened here? Oh, it moves. All right, well, let's just go to this. Everything's screwed up. It's time to get out of here, unless this works. Again, I appreciate everybody for joining me here. And I think we all had some fun. And, yeah, your weekend starting if you're in Australia. Have a great night, everybody. If you can, smash that bell, hit subscribe, and I will see you for the next one.